What's your house number? You often wonder, how does it matter? Well, we live in the world of numbers, don't we? From social security to bank numbers, the car numbers, the phone numbers. How important it is, your house number, where you spend most of your time other than professional life. Well, how does it impact and what's your house number? Let's dive in. Hi everyone, this is Jaya Karamchandani. Welcome to Invincible Passion Talk Show. Quite interesting topic here. But if you haven't subscribed to us, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you don't miss the episodes that we release here every week, Wednesday and Sunday in English and Hindi. Also excited to share with you a new episode release on podcast that you can listen on JioSaavn, Ghana, Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcast. This week is a new episode on some magical, miraculous, universal switch word that you need immediate fix for many situations in your life and on purpose. The link is in the description below. Well, what's your house number and what does it mean? Let's dive straight. So how do you calculate your house number? So you see the chart here. Each alphabet has a number assigned, and let's say your house number is 33C. So 3 plus 3 is 6, and the value of C is 3. So if your house or apartment number is 33C, then your house number is 9. Let's say it's 115, then house number is 7. But let's say you live in an apartment and your apartment is A, but your flat or apartment number is 24B. This case, you will not include the A. You will only include the number of your apartment. So 24B, 2 plus 4 is 6. And B, if you look at the value, is 2. So 24B is the value 8. So this is the apartment or the house number 8. Quickly calculate your apartment or house number and let me know what's yours. Now, once you know what's your house number, the question comes, what does it mean? Well, I did share an episode earlier on what each house means, but this is the new revelation, additional insights which you cannot miss. So if your house number comes 1, well, what does that mean? This house will have the energies of independence. People here would always be thinking about what can we start, the new initiative, or let's start fresh, or start a new business. And they will always be busy, ambitious, confident, but very busy. Now, this house seeks power, thrives on recognition, power. The desire is so prominent, you might feel that there are some power struggles. When I say power struggles, that means if both husband and wife or the couple living there or the family members, everybody is working, they have their own opinions. It's not easy to convince. Nobody wants to just give in. What do? Simple. Counseling, some sort of involvement with counseling. Either get advice. Now that doesn't mean you go to a medical professional. All I mean is make sure you are giving this advice or taking advice with faith, someone you trust, or speak out. The number one wants to help others but doesn't want to take help. So when you seek out the help or advice, it balances the number one energy by simply talking to each other in the family or asking their suggestions. That will also balance the number one energy. Now, if your house number is 2, this is a family house. Intimacy thrives here. People have love and respect for each other. Creativity lives here. They have patience and peace, but might be shy or indecisive, but they have a habit of hoarding. What you can do? Let go of things or start cleaning. As long as you're keeping it clean and not piling on things, because the more you pile, the more indecisive you feel or depressed or anxiety. So spring is around the corner, start cleaning. Number 3, if this is your house number, then it's a party home. It thrives, beautiful. This house has gatherings, parties, gossip, a lot of communication, and the food lovers. What they can do is learn to keep the house clean. It's good to give a party, but try to be organized and play the subtle, soft music. Control your gossip nature. because you lose the focus. That's what I will say. You bring back your focus on what is important rather than spending time on gossip. Number 4, if this is your house, very safe house, secure house, commitment, you will see the folks who live here, but conservative. Not easy to get them convinced to change their decisions. What you can do is, this is also the house where they have strict curfew time or the rules. If they say you got to be home by 10, you got to be home by 10. And if you're out and about running late, make sure everyone knows. The remedy, what I'll say, or just suggestions, not remedy, but suggestions to balance is, make sure you're doing some form of physical workout. That is very important. Now, number 5 is the house, the late night owls, the late night parties. The people love here to travel. You may hear that they were just last week to this international destination or this friend's house, and now they are here either for work or personal pleasure. This house will have lots of guests all the time. Or if you are the owner of the house and this is your rental property, then you might be in a fix because they don't live here too long. So you're renting again and again. But this house has the folks who are extrovert. All they need to learn is have a filter. Sometimes they say things which they shouldn't. Number 5 house, if this is yours, just learn to have a balance. Number 6, oh, I love this house. Beautiful. They may have pets in the house, the family-friendly, loving home. And home businesses thrive here pretty well. Beautiful gardens around. They spend a lot of time in the upkeep and maintenance. This house does test you. If 6 is your home, might go through some rough patches, but as the energy settles, it becomes a beautiful, loving, thriving home. To balance the energies still, what you can do is do some of yoga and meditation. That will do you good. Now, you may feel that you were not like this, but when you moved into the house, suddenly you have the habit of being by yourself, don't like party, don't like to mix with people, then that's number 7 house. Number 7 are nature lovers. These people like their personal space. You may find writers, researchers, professors, or folks who really want to deep dive into the mysteries of the world. They live here. But you may also notice folks who are single, they thrive here. But if you are a couple, they might lead some issues. Number 7 energies are more aloof. So what you got to do is put effort into being social, going out, mixing with people, inviting folks to your place. That will balance the energies. When I say put effort, you generally have to put efforts. Number 8, well, the house of power, the politicians, the celebrities, the known names, the business houses. Business, power, it thrives here. Philanthropy, but they also want to know what they did. So all that bling, zing, whatever you call, it's number 8 house, infinity. They want to do things, but they want to be known for what they did. This house demands a lot for its upkeep. Expense, in the sense, one way or the other, they have to maintain that level of power. They have to invest a lot of money, put a lot of money in it. So not everyone's cup of coffee. This house really tests you. Just like the blue sapphire, not everyone can wear it, doesn't work. This number 8 house doesn't work for everyone as well. They really need to make sure this is for them. For number 8, I will say, if this is a house, just test the energies, but make sure it's working. You will know whether after moving in you have anxiety issues, you just can't sleep well, you are restless all the time. Suddenly you are hungry for more power. Then you need to calm down. On Saturdays, try to do some form of charity. Tip the server, or when you're out for dinner, pay for the meal, or those people who are in your support structure, somewhere or the other take care of them. Number 9 is the house that makes you feel welcome. This is like your dream home. This is like diversity thrives here, international travels of folks from all over the world, they know. And they have guests who don't want to leave their place. They just feel so welcome. This is the house that has clean finishes. They don't like to keep things cluttered. So minimalistic home. So they might, you see, they are just doing more garage sales than others. But they are serious folks. They don't like to indulge in small talks or gossip. But you might see the surgeons or the healers who are very selective in their conversations. they thrive in these homes. Well, as long as you're giving back to the world, you're good to go. Now, you may say that you have this energy in the house. What do you do? Well, there's a remedy. It's not easy that you bought a house and then you sold it. You have to balance. So what you can do is without the house, yes. Before I share that, don't forget to subscribe and leave me the comment on podcast as well. Subscribe to the podcast. I'm sharing here the content that will absolutely you're going to enjoy and will help you. So let's say your house is 7 and that energy is not working for you. Simply, you can change the house number. They are government assigned. With the black or the white color paint or Sharpie, you can put a circle around that number on the address. This controls the negative energy of the house if it's not suiting you. But let's say you know the number. House 7 doesn't work for you, but 1 is your lucky number. It works for you. How do you change the house number to 1? So, suppose this is the inside of the house. Inside door of your entrance, you get a sticky number 7 and sticky number 3. Put inside the door of your entrance. So suddenly now 7 plus 3 becomes a number 1 house. Without changing in the government form's house, you change the house number and you will notice in 6 to 12 weeks the energies change. And don't be surprised if next house you move, you find the house number is 73. It does work. I did stick a number to change the house. My next house had the same sequence. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Do share it with your friends and family, and find me on podcast at JioSavan, Ghana, Anchor Podcast. I would say Spotify as well. Amazing conversations there and new episodes releasing there as well. See you next week.